Did you know 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? To break free from this cycle, you must ensure that you avoid the 7 money habits in this video so you have money left over to save and invest each month. Let's dive straight into our first money habit, which is paying for status. Now, we all want to elevate our social standing, but splurging on luxury items solely to create the illusion of financial success can be a major financial setback in the long run. Sure, if you have a huge income and these purchases are just a drop in the bucket, then that's fine. But for most of us, it's not the case. People dishing out on Gucci clothes, fancy cars, and expensive meals are only fooling themselves, especially when they're paying for them with high-interest credit cards. Take car payments, for instance. I know countless people who have ridiculously high car payments relative to their salary and only buy these cars so they can show them off to other people who don't even care. Another common financial pitfall is trying to keep up with your friends financially. We go through phases of life where certain friends might get promoted and start earning much more money than us, and in turn, their money habits evolve. This isn't a negative thing. In fact, you should always encourage your friends to strive to be great. However, you must understand that just because they have extra disposable income doesn't mean you should match their spending when it comes to eating out, going on holidays, or upgrading your apartment. If these people are really true friends, they'll have no problem with you setting your boundaries that suit your current financial situation. Buy now, pay later is the next money habit you must avoid. These payment structures are offered by many companies, including Affirm and Klarna, often appear beneficial in the short run since you're paying no extra fees. However, if you miss any payments, you are subject to huge late payment fees and interest payments that ultimately will hurt you financially. If you're in a situation where you're considering buy now, pay later for something, then you should really ask yourself, do I really need this item? And how is it going to improve my life? If you can't answer both those questions, then maybe set that purchase aside for some time until you're able to purchase it up front in cash, because most payments using buy now, pay later structure falls into the categories of clothing and entertainment. And let's face it, by clothing, this refers to designer brands, not cheap clothing from Walmart. The next money habit to avoid is not saving for the future. While this may seem obvious to some people, almost 1 in 4 people close to retirement age have no pension plan. Make sure you subscribe to Wisdom Wave so that you won't be one of these people. Start early in your career with a solid financial plan, stick to it, and watch your savings and investments grow. One smart move is automating your savings. Set up automated transfers of 5 to 10% of your paycheck to your savings account. Also, review your monthly bank statement to track your expenses and ensure a healthy balance between your needs and wants. Make sure you can distinguish between both. Impulse purchases should be reduced as much as possible. Have you ever been standing in line at the checkout of a supermarket and decided last minute to pick up a chocolate bar which was perfectly positioned in front of you? We've all made impulse purchases in our life at all different price points. In fact, 64% of people make an impulse purchase at least once a month. You need to cut these out to stop wasting money. Next up, we have minimum payments on credit card debt. In the world of finance, opinions on credit cards vary. While they can be useful, they require caution. One key mistake to avoid is making only minimum payments on your credit card debt, as this can lead to a cycle where your payments barely cover the interest. Consider this example. You have $5,000 in credit card debt with a typical 2% minimum payment and a 17% interest rate. If you only pay the minimum, it will take 30 years to pay off, costing you $10,000 in interest. Alternatively, paying 6% instead of 2%, you'll clear the debt in just 6.8 years, paying only $1,500 in interest. This highlights the importance of paying off debt quickly, or better yet, avoiding it altogether. The next money habit to avoid is cheapness. Now, frugality is a fantastic way to save money, but there's a thin line between being frugal and being cheap. In some situations, opting for the cheapest choice can backfire in the long run. Let me illustrate this with an example. Imagine you're shopping for a new t-shirt. You spot 2 options. Option A is $20 and appears to be of good quality, while option B is just $5, but seems like it might be lower in quality. You decide to go with option B, thinking you're saving $15 upfront. At first glance, this seems like a smart move. However, since option B is made of inferior material, it could shrink, fade, or even tear after a short time, prompting you to buy another t-shirt. Had you chosen option A for $20, the higher quality material could have lasted you for years, making it the wiser financial decision in the long run. Now, of course, this depends on the specific product and whether the higher price reflects better quality or just branding, but it's a crucial factor to consider. I hope this video was informative and you learned something new about the main money habits to avoid. If you enjoyed the video, maybe you'd like to check out this video on the #1 wealth killer.